Very good. Almost as if we'd never met.
Well, you know me, Jack. Never one for heartfelt reunions.
Then why are you here?
Consultant? Hospital? Join the dots?
Yes, but general surgery is a bit of a come down, isn't it?
Well, that maybe says more about your self-esteem than mine, Ms. Naylor. However, if you do find your tasks mundane, please don't feel obliged to stay in my department.
This isn't your department.
Luckily, Francis, I don't see it that way. We'll need a stretch of at least 6 hours. And all CPOD work will be clear. Good, thank you.
Didn't take you long to make yourself at home?
It's an office, I'm using it. If you don't mind, I'm busy.
Yeah, I heard. Major esophagectomy on your first day.
Your point being?
I'm just wondering what you're trying to prove. And what right you have to press gang patients to do it. Actually, the biggest surprise is why Mr. Griffin's letting you.
Finished?
You haven't told them at all, have you? I don't believe it. You're incredible.
And you're just about the last person I take lectures from.
You really think you can ride roughshod and no one's going to say anything?
Meaning who? You? I have no qualms about what I'm doing.
Never do.
This operation is the equivalent of a serious car crash, major trauma to the chest and abdomen. It has one of the highest incidences of perioperative complications and death of any general surgical procedure, all of which Mrs. Berry will be told. Rick Griffin, please, he's lecturing. But if I pull it off, I'll have saved a life.
The only skin you're ever interested in is your own.
Well, clearly the board didn't agree. Otherwise, why would they appoint an outsider rather than you? Still, if you're that sure where you stand... Rick, No, everything's fine. I've got Jac Naylor with me. She'd like a word.
Hello? Jack?
Sorry. Seems it was nothing. Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. An HDU bed is available. I aim to go into theatre as soon as, so I suggest you put the rest of your day on hold.
Me? No chance.
That wasn't a request. Mrs. Berry, how are you bearing up?
As well as...
Good. As luck would have it, we've got a theatre available. As I promised you, you'll have the opportunity to ask any...
Today?
Well, I imagine that you'd like to get this underway.
No, not yet. I can't. Mrs. Berry's waiting for a solicitor. She needs to make custody arrangements for her daughter.
Well, wouldn't that be simpler just to discuss it with the father?
He's the reason I need a solicitor. Mrs. Berry is concerned that Alex might be planning a trip abroad. No, there's no might be about it. He is. I've told him no often enough, but he's sort to go ahead and take her out of spite. So, no, till I've got custody arrangements, I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you think that's a...
You think this is me being bitter? Ask how many times he left her in a playground when it was his turn to pick up. Ask what he used to feed her on. You think I'd let someone like that take my child away, dump her on some strange relatives out there?
Well, if you had the operation, your concerns may be irrelevant.
Gamble, you mean? No, I can't. Till I've got this sorted, I'm not going anywhere, I'm sorry.
Well, at least you and Mr. Griffin get to discuss it now. So, do you want to cancel theatre or shall I?
Who said anything about cancelling? OK, let's see what we've got here. Lift up. Good. Most importantly, liver feels fine.
Well, let's hope we don't put her through all of this and find we can't help her anyway. The histology won't lie.
Gracious as ever, Jack.
Simply expressing a view.
Maybe, but Mr. Mayor always taught me to leave doubts, dilemmas, qualms and misgivings at the theatre door. Right. Hey, the stomach's free. Yeah, nice colour.
Good pulse?
Right, we've got to bleed. Pax, quickly.
She's not liking it.
Come on, it's getting worse. More suction. There must be another arterial bleed as well. That's it. Right.
There's still too much blood.
It must be coming from the short gastric.
It can't be if you use the shears properly.
You must have wrenched the stomach. We're going to DIC if we don't get control of this. I'm going to need you to swab and stitch. Contact the haematologist now, please. Infuse the platelets ASAP. We're going to need backup on this. OK, I've got access now. I'd like to collapse this right lung. Nice and easy.
Could we have a moment, please, Mr. Jordan?
Now's not such a good time, Mr. Griffin. I'm going down. Let's just hope the left maintains adequate
It's
oxygenation.
looking fine, no concerns.